Yes. Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Fine. Thank you. So continuation to the yesterday session, right? Today I'll be just entering into the technicals of Python, right? So yeah, Python data types.
Hello. Sir,
Yes,
your
go
voice is
ahead.
very low.
Is my voice low to everyone? Try to confirm me once, everyone. Everyone, try to please confirm whether my voice is clear or not.
It's clear now.
Python
Sir,
data types
voice is
and
clear, but at my end it is very low. I don't know why. But it's okay, I'll manage.
Python data types and variables, right? So every organization, right? Every organization use case has got a data and operations. Every organization use case has got a data and operations. Data represented using, right? Data types and variables. Data types and variables. Operations represented, right? Yes. Using functions. Okay. Data by using data types and variables, operations represented using functions. Okay. For example, any organization, take the example of a bank. Bank has got data and operations like customer data, customer name, account number, balance, branch. Operations. Operations like what kind of like deposit operation, withdraw operation, transfer operation, right? Yes. Okay. So if I make you understand much on this, right? Data types and variables. If you're comparing the other programming language, yes, C or C++ or Java compared with the Python, C or C++ or Java compared with Python. Python supports dynamic data types. Python supports dynamic data types. In other programming languages, if you want to define some variables, if you want to define some variables like x equal to 10, x equal to 10, compulsory the data type defining is compulsory, right? Int x. Y equal to 4.5, compulsory I need to say float y. Z equal to hello, if I say I need to say string z, compulsory. The data type definings are compulsory. But in Python, directly I can say x as 10, y as 4.5, z as hello, right? No need to define this. No need to define this data types. Values, integer, float, and strings. No need to define the data types. Here, what kind of variable x is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as integer type. What kind of variable y is means based on this data type defining, it is said as float. What kind of variable z is means based on this data type defining, we are saying it as string type. Based on this data type, we are. But in Python, what kind of variable x is means what value you have assigned to it. If you have assigned an integer value, integer variable created dynamically during runtime. So there is a function given by Python called a type function, type of x. Type of x is what? Integer type. Type of x is integer. Type of y is what type? Float. Type of z? String type. So based upon what value you are assigning, if float value assigned, type of y is float. Why it is a string? Because you assign a string value to this. So a string there. So type of x, type of y, type of z. Okay. So that's why we call it as dynamic data types. Based on the value assigned only, the variables are created dynamically in Python. That's why we call dynamic data types. To understand much better, I'm going to discuss 4 cases here. What happens internally in Python when you define some data variables? I'm going to discuss 4 cases here. Case 1, x equal to 10. One object is going to be created, and an object with value 10 with some address. The address is given to x. Now try to respond. What x is storing? Don't say x is storing 10. X stores this address. You need to understand 3 things here. Whenever I say print x, whenever I say print x, it goes to this address and prints whatever present at that address. Means what do you mean? Prints the content at that address. Prints the content at that address. What is the content at that address? 10. If I want to print the address where exactly it is stored, so Python is providing a function called id. Id of x for prints the address of x. Prints the address of x. What is the address? 103070. Print type of x. Prints the data type of x. Print x prints the content. Print id of x prints the address. Type of x prints the data type of x. These 3 things you need to understand. Printing the content, printing the address, and printing the type. Yes, observe this case too now. So from here onwards, I want the sessions to be more interactive. Everyone try to respond. You can unmute yourself and try to give your responses through voice, or you can also give a response through chat panel. You can also type your message in the chat or unmute yourself and give. Case 2. X is 10, Y is 20. Now try to respond. How many objects will be created now? Try to unmute yourself and everyone try to give your responses. How many objects will be created here? X has 10, Y has 20.
2.
2 objects, right? For 10, one object. For 20, another object. It is going to have some address where exactly it is stored in the memory. That memory address location will be given to X. And here, this address will be given to Y. Now try to respond. Print X, what is the X value?
10.
It goes to this address and prints whatever present there. That is what? 10. Everyone, uh, address of X now. ID of X. There is a function. Address of X.
103070.
Right. Data type of X. What type of X is
Teacher.
what type? Because you are assigning an integer value to it, the type will be integer. Similarly, print Y. Try to respond. What is the Y value? 20. Address of y. Type of y. Integer, right? So understand here, two different variables, x and y, with two different values, 10 and 20. Then two different objects with two different addresses. Okay. Observe this case 3. Now try to respond. X value is 10. Now how many objects will be created here? X and Y. How many objects will be created? Yes. Everyone. Whether your answers are correct or wrong, everyone try to keep responding. Unmute yourself and try to give your responses. How many objects here? X is 10, Y is 10.
2 objects.
Observe carefully here. Here only one object is going to be created. First x equal 10, one object is created. Before creating object for y equal to 10, first it will check any object with value 10 if it is already available in the memory. If available, the same address will be given. Don't think if x value is 10, y value is 10, if z value is 10, three objects with value 10, 10, 10 will be created in the memory. No, only one object and this address will be given to x, y, and z. So x, y, and z, they are sharing the same content and the same address. If x value is 10, y is 20, z is 30. In that case, how many objects? If three objects, right? If x is 10, if y is 20, z is 30. For different values, different objects. If you have got same content, x content, y content, z content is same, only one object, one address. All these three variables sharing the same content and the address. I can say print x, print y, print z. It is going to print the same value, that is 10. Address of x, address of y, address of z. It is going to print the same thing, 103070. Type also integer type, right? Now observe this case for right? Yes. Previously x and y. Now I am taking x and x only. For 10, one object will be created with value 10 with some address. For 20, one more object will be created with some. It's going to have some address. Up to here it is fine. Now if I say print x, what is the x value it is going to print? Everyone try to respond. If I say print x, what is the x value it is going to print? 10 or 20 or both? What is your answer?
20.
Hmm? For example, your salary last year 50,000, your salary this year 80,000. Print salary, what it prints?
50,000.
The latest salary, right? In the same way, x value 10 previously, x value 20. What is the x value? Print x. The latest value it prints. ID of x 104080. It always prints the latest value. What happens to the previous one? It gets removed. X can store only one value, x can store only one address. Understood these 4 cases, everyone, right? Yes. Case 1. Observe this case 1, right? Yes. Printing that content, printing the address, printing the type. Case 2. 2 different variables with 2 different values, 2 different objects, 2 different addresses. If the contents are same, 10, 10, 10, only one object with value 10, only one address. If x is 10, x is 20, it always prints the latest value, right? Yes. Now, data types. Data types mainly are of 2 types. Data types mainly are of 2 types. I can say fundamental data types. Second is collection data types. Fundamental data types. Object to holding a single value. Object to holding a single value. Fundamental data types, object holding single value. For example, x equal to 10. One object is created with value 10 with some address. The address is given to x. So here object holding single value. Fundamental data types, object holding single value. Collection data type. Object holding the name itself saying collection of values, group of values, set of values. Object holding group of values. X is a list 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here one object is going to be created. One object is created. Storing all the values, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It is going to have some address. That address is given to X. Here object holding a group of values. Object holding single value, it is fundamental. Object holding group of values, collection type. Object holding group of values. Okay. So what are the various fundamental data types and what are the various collection types? Check this. Fundamental data types mainly are of 5 types. Integer, float, Boolean, string, complex. So Python also supports complex data type for creating complex numbers. Integer like age 25. Float something like height 6.3. Something in decimal part, right? Yes. Boolean which returns either 0 or 1. Boolean values true or false. String, sequence collection of characters. City equal to Hyderabad, right? Yes. City equal to Hyderabad. Complex. Age 25, height 6.3. City Hyderabad. Complex. X plus IY. Real and imaginary. X is the real. Y is this is imaginary part. But in Python, instead of I, we use the symbol J here. That's the only difference. So integer, float, boolean, string, complex. The fundamental data types, object holding single value. Collection data types. 4 types. Collection data types, 4 types. List, tuple, set, dictionary. List, tuple, set, and a dictionary. So in Python, simple representation, right? For list by using this square bracket, tuple by using normal braces, set by using curly braces, dictionary by using key value format. Dictionary also, right? Key comma value. Right here, example, list of values. X equal to list of values. Tuple of values means the bracket. So list means you can add, you can remove, you can modify. But in the case of tuple, you cannot perform those. You cannot delete, you cannot modify, you cannot insert, just like a constant. Set is for mathematical operations, for union intersection. Okay, we have got a lot of discussion on this list tuples and sets. So dictionary like something like key value format. Name Ajay. Key value, right? Age 25. Key value, right? In this way, collection of key value pairs. City Hyderabad, key value. This is key. This is value. This is key. This is value. Key value representation. List, tuple, set, and dictionary, right? List by using square bracket, tuple, normal braces, set, curly braces, right? Collection of key value. So we have got a lot of discussion. I said list, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, list modification. Similarly for tuple, sets, and dictionaries. So we have got a lot of discussion on this, right? And in the case of fundamental type, we have got a lot of discussion on the string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, and string special characters. Just as the case of string, we have got a lot of discussion. I said string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, right? Just coming to this strings. A string, sequence collection of characters. In Python, a string is represented using single quote, using single quote in this way, using double quote, using triple quote. String is represented using single quote, double quote, and triple quote. String is represented using single, double, and triple quote. Example, right? City equal to Hyderabad. So here in a single word or a line represented using a single quote or double quote. But if you've got multiple lines, if you've got multiple lines or a paragraph represented using triple quote. Each character of a string is represented by a unique index. Each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. String supports two types of indexes. Positive index or forward index. Positive index or forward index. And this index starts from left to right. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. I'll just show with some examples. Index starts with 0. Negative index or backward index. Negative index or backward index. Index starts with right to left. Index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1. Positive index or forward index. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Negative index or backward index. Index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1. Just check this. X equal to Python. One object is going to be created. Yes. Python. It is going to have some address. The address is given to X. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be called as a positive index or forward index. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. We call this as a negative index or backward index. Okay. Forward index, positive index or forward index, backward index or negative index. What is the value of x of 2 here? Everyone, respond. X of 2. X is the string, the second indexed character. T. X of -2 value. X of -2 value.
Oh.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. Python, right. So either you can go with positive index or negative index, right? So single line comment in Python starts with hash symbol. It's not executable. Multi-line comments you can just keep in this way. It's like multi-line comments. Now x equal to Python, x equal to Python, print x, print type of x will be what type? Means what you are assigning to x, a string type, right? You are assigning a string to x, so type of x will be string type. Len of x, number of characters. Len of x means number of characters, 6. Y equal to programming, y equal to programming, right? Yes. Print x plus y. Print x plus y, right? What is that? We call it as a concatenation. Concatenation, right? Yes. Concatenation means adding two strings. Adding two strings means first string followed by second string. If you've got any queries, you can ask. I will provide multiple examples. Everyone, if you've got any query, unmute yourself and you can ask your query or you can type your query in the chat. Yes, I'm saving it. I created a separate folder for this batch, 9 p.m. Yes. str1.py. So I'll just run this, run module. So Python type is string type, length is string, Python plus programming, Python programming, a single word, right? I want space between these two, Python and programming. X plus space plus Y. Now you will get an X is Python, Y is programming, between these two space. Python programming. Next, string slicing. String slicing, right? Extracting particular portion of a string. X equal to Python program. String slicing means extracting particular portion of a string, Python program. Extract only Python from this. Extract only Python from this. Try to respond. Print x of. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to say 0, 2. I want to extract only, or I want to print only Python
4.
from. So 0, 2. So 0, you want, 1 you want, 2 you want, 3 you want, 4 you want, 5 you want. So 0, 2. Everyone unmute yourself, try to respond. Here I need to give 6. This we call it as lower bound, this we call it as upper bound. Always upper bound excluded. Always upper bound is excluded. 6 is excluded. Means up to 5 it will take. Up to 5 means Python. If you give 5 here, 5 should have been excluded. You want to get this n. Understand this. Lower bound and upper bound, always upper bound will be excluded. Any name with .py extension, now check this, it will print a Python. Now, I want to extract only this thing, middle portion of the string. I want to extract this. Try to respond, everyone. I want to extract. I want this session to be more interactive. Everyone unmute yourself. Try to respond. If your answers are correct or wrong, not a problem, right? PROG. Print x of, yes, 7 to, even this empty space will take one index. 7 you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want. 11 I need to give. 11 excluded, up to 10 it will consider. PROG it prints. If I go in this opposite way, 7 to 11, okay. But if I say 11 to 7,
Error.
Empty string it prints. Empty string because always slicing forward direction. Always slicing in the forward direction. If it should go in this way, P7 to 11 like this. Forward. If you are going 11 to 7 backward direction, if you are going, you will get an empty string. Run module. Check it. Empty string you got. Empty string. Extract this PROG using negative index. Anyone try to say using negative indexing? Using negative index also, you should go in the forward direction. If you were going in the backward direction, empty string. So which one you want? P or OG? Anyone try to, everyone try to give a responses? Extract P or OG using negative index.
-7.
-7, yes. Here, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6,
-4.
-7. So -7, -4 is wrong. -7 to, yes, -7 you want, -6 you want, -5 you want. You are going in forward direction.
Right.
-7 you want, -6, -5, -4 also you want. So
-3.
-3 you need to give, right? Yes. So -3 excludes up to -4 it takes. Run module. Check this. We are watching. For example, extract the entire word program. First, try to say using positive index, everyone. Extract the entire word program. Right. Everyone, try to respond. X of using positive index.
7.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I give 13, 13 will be excluded. M will be excluded. I need to give 14. But 14 index not available. Can I provide 14? Yes. 14 excluded, right? It is, we are not accessing it. Up to 13 only it will consider. Will print program. Right? Yes. Or you can say shortcut to this, print X of, don't provide this upper bound. So up to the end of the string it reads 7 to end. The 7th index to up to the end of the string if you're not providing the upper bound. Try to say using a negative index, everyone. Try to say using negative index.
-7 to -1.
-7
to
-1 means M will be excluded again.
okay.
-7 to don't provide this upper bound.
Empty.
-7 to up to the end of this, right? What if I ignore this lower bound? If I'm not giving this lower bound, if I say 6, means from the start of the string to 6, 6 excluded, right? So same, this and this both are same, right? Okay. So it provides, right? Same Python. We're not giving this lower bound, by default, it reads from the start to. If I'm ignoring both lower and upper bound, it reads from the start of the string to end of the string. If you're not providing both the lower bound and upper bound, it reads from the start of the string to end of the string, entire string. Is it compulsory to give spaces here? Without spaces also it works. This last 3 statements results the same output. The last 4 statements results the same output. Entire string, entire string, entire string from 0 to the end of the string. All these 4 statements results the same string. What is that? Python program. Right? So yeah, now check this. Can I take the combination of negative index and positive index? Minus 7 to 11, is it valid? Combination of negative and positive index. Minus 7 means P. 11 means R. It is going in the forward direction only, right? PROG is the output. Minus 7 means P. 11 means R. PROG it gives. It's valid. See that if it is going in the forward direction, right? Now, print x of 0 to 14 with the increment of 2. Try to check this. 0 to 14 with increment of 2. What is 0 here? I'm writing a comment for your understanding. Start value. What is stop value and step value? Start value, stop value, and step value. 0 is start value, stop value, and 2 is what? Step value. 0 to 14 with increment of 2. Means 0 index, 2 index, 4 index, 6 index, 8 index, 10 index, 12, 14. 14 excluded, up to 12 it will take. Only the even indexed characters means P it reads, next T, O, space, R, G, A. Only the even indexed. Similar to this, right? Print x of colon 0 to 14 means this both are same, right? 0 to 14 and this both are same. Colon 2 both gives the same output. This and this both results the same output. Run module. Even indexed characters. But if I say in this way, print x of colon minus 1, if I say reverses the string. Reverses the string. Previously, only even indexed characters from the start to end. But here, reverses the string. String in the reversed order, right? Run module, right? Yes. Run module. So PYTHON program. Now, have you heard about the word palindrome? Anyone? Palindrome. What is palindrome? If we reverse a string, if we get the same string, it is a palindrome. If we reverse a string, if we get the same string, it is a palindrome. Examples of palindrome. Madam, if you reverse also, you will get the same string. Malayalam. If you reverse also, you will get the same string. Level. If you reverse also, you will get the same. DAD. RAC, race car. NITIN. So in this way, if I reverse also, you will get the same. Example, x equal to MADAM. I will print it. Yes. If I reverse it, reversing means just now I discussed, this is that code for reversing. Store the result in Y. Reverse and store the result in Y. Print Y. Both X and Y both are same, right? Print X. And if I reverse and I reverse that, you are getting the same thing, right? So it is a parallel. Very simple coding, right? So we don't need to write huge codings in Python here. We have got many inbuilt methods, functions available. Just I'll show you some examples, right? Yes. So I'll just take 5 minutes more. Python methods, sorry, string methods. String methods, right? Yes. So string has got various methods. Formatting methods, we say. Okay. Either a line or a word or a character, a word or a line or a paragraph if you want to print in uppercase. For example, Hyderabad. Print. I want to print in upper. Just say upper. Printing in uppercase. Save it first. X is your string. X dot upper. Printing that Hyderabad in uppercase. See, we have one more method lower for to print in lowercase. To print in lowercase. X equal to Mumbai. Print X dot lower. Mumbai is in uppercase. I want to print in lowercase, right? Yes, check it. Run module. It is printing in lowercase. Okay, to print in uppercase, to print in lowercase. For example, X equal to India is there. X equal to India. I want only the first character I only in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. Only the first character I in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. X dot capitalize. That's it. You can see the first character only in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. So what is the method? Capitalize. For capitalizing the first character. For example, I got a string like this. Good evening, Hyderabad. How many words are there? 3 words. Every word, first character I want in uppercase. Every word, first character. If I give capitalize, again only G appears in uppercase. So I got one more method called title. Every word, first character appears in uppercase. Check it. G in uppercase, second word E in uppercase, Hyderabad, H in uppercase. What is that? Title. for capitalizing the first character of each word in a string. Where exactly this title can be useful? Just I'll take 2 minutes more. Where exactly this can be useful? For example, employee names are there. Employees, Rohit, Ajay, Miller, Blake, Arun, James, Ajit, Anil. In this way, hundreds of employee names are there. Each and every employee name, first character I want in uppercase. Every employee name, EMPS dot title. Even though if you've got hundreds of employee names, you can see that each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase, right? Can you see? Yes. So in the same way, we have got a method like replace. For replacing a portion of a string, x equal to, I'm saying like Java is easy. So I got a method, replace method, right? X is the string. Replace what? The word Java with what? Python. Replace the word. See, the statements look like normal English statements, not as complex as other programming. Simple. We have got many inbuilt methods, functions, modules available in Python. Using that, we can perform this. So 1 second. X equal to here, right? Yeah, Java is easy. Replace the word Java with Python. So Python is easy, you get. For example, Java is easy and Java is simple. Will it replace each and every occurrence of Java with Python or only the first occurred Java? Every occurrence of Java it will replace with Python. So here you can show Python is easy and Python is simple. So these are some of the methods. So upper, lower, capitalize, title, replace. We have got many other methods like swap case, count, strip, format, count, starts with, ends with, find. So many more methods are there. The remaining methods we'll discuss in the tomorrow's class. So yes, today just I was discussing about string methods, string slicing, is string slicing, right? Extracting particular portion of a string and the introduction to the strings. So indexing forward or backward index. And I was discussing about the different data types. So means, okay. So if we define like variables like x equal to 10, x equal to 20 internally, the objects, the content are same, only one objects, fundamental types and collection types. Okay. So, okay, as from tomorrow, the link will be changing. You are supposed to get enrolled, right? To get the link for tomorrow's class. You can see a big message is given by this online team. You can see the course content details in that and the contact details of the online team, the payment details, their Google Pay or Phone Pay details. Don't see, if you got enrolled, don't forget to share the screenshot of your payment to that mail ID that I've provided there. Can you see DURGASOFT online training at the rate gmail.com. DURGASOFT online training at the rate gmail.com. You are supposed to send the screenshot to that mail so that you'll be getting the link for that class. If you forget to send the screenshot, you might be not getting the link, right? So check with the things, the contact details, payment details, the course content details. Yes. So just once go through this, right? Yes. Check with the course content details once. Right. Check this. Python basics. What is Python? Why Python? History of Python. Applications, features, advantages, installations, flavors of Python, comparison between various programming languages, Python operations, Python modes of execution, Python mode of execution, editors and IDEs, data types, constants, variables, comments, input output statements, right? Okay. Python operations, right? Data types, constants, variables, input output statements, comments, escape sequences, strings in Python, string index segment slicing, operators in Python, different types of operators, IDEs. In the real time, we use different IDEs, right? So every 1 week, when is the live batch going to start? What is the duration of the course? See, yes, Umapati, right? Today is a what, a live class only, right? This won't be repeated again. Today, whatever we have discussed, right? The strings, everything, right? So everything line by line, I'll be typing and showing you. You are supposed to interact with me. You are supposed, I want more interaction from your side, right? Whether your answers are correct or wrong, you keep on responding. So I said first 1 week, the class timing will be at 9 p.m. Later, it will be at 8 o'clock. Okay, Python IDs, right? Different IDs, flow controls, looping, strings, collections, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, modules in packages, errors and exceptions, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, regular expressions, different modules, database connectivity, and Python data and time, operating system module, right? OS module. Okay. Advanced concepts, geographical graphic programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to this data science, Python, Pandas module in brief, NumPy module, and Matplotlib, right? These 30 topics in brief for Python core and advanced, right? Yes. Okay. If anyone missed the previous session, right, you can see now a message given by this online team, demo videos. So from tomorrow, yes, 1 second, I'll come back to the text. So here, if you have people who go for Python full stack along with this, right? So they'll be given knowledge on this Django framework in brief, installations by project architecture, application creations, right? With nearly 15 applications you'll be creating, be developing, right? So you'll be given knowledge on this UI technologies, HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript in brief, and MySQL, right? Yes. Can check with this, right? Yes. Python core and advanced. So total Python, right? Around 60 to 70 hours will be spending the time, 2 months duration. 5,000 is the course fee, right? It's a offer batch. And Python, who wants to go for Python total package full stack, right? So you'll be given knowledge with UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript to Bootstrap, the Django framework with 15 applications, Flask framework, MySQL, and a project. So from topics 2 to 6 also will be spending 70 hours, 2 months duration, Python for 70 hours, frameworks for 70 hours, 140 hours, 2 months plus 2 months for this, 4 months. If you're going separately, so 5K plus 7K is 12. But if you're taking the entire Python package with a single payment, it is 10K. First week, first see the timings of this batch, may I'm making it clear about the timings, right? Before you go with the payment process. First 1 week it will be at 9 p.m. Later it will start at 8 p.m. Yes. So the offerings from my side, you'll be getting each and every session video, soft copy of this class notes. You'll be getting whatever the soft assignments and tasks to work with, and WhatsApp group for technical discussions, or if any errors you can keep. Resumes and interview questions, live interactive sessions, 300 plus code examples, and 15 plus applications creations, right? Yes. Right. Is there any? Okay, fine. Any other queries, right? Anyone? Any other? So as I said, tomorrow the link will be changing. To get the link, you are supposed to get enrolled, right? So tomorrow onwards, you'll be getting the videos to your Google Drive. Daily, one video will be added to your Google Drive with whatever mail you are sharing. And from tomorrow, you'll be getting the notes to your mail ID. And tomorrow, you'll be getting added to the WhatsApp group. Directly, can have interaction with me directly. Yes, if any errors, or you can take the snap of the errors and keep in the WhatsApp group, right? Yes. Any other queries, right? Sessions will be interactive sessions. So every statement I type, you people will be responding, or will be the output of it, whether your answers are correct or wrong. Right. Yes. Okay. Fine. Any other queries? Okay. If I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 9 o'clock. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.